Welcome to the Good Karma Sport Fishing Podcast. I'm your host, Captain Ryan Van Fleet.
And hi, I'm Melinda Van Fleet, and I'm going to be his co-host on this very special episode just for his podcast because, you know what, we've got a couple things to go over. We're on a time crunch, and Captain Ryan's pretty tired, so...
I don't get any rest.
People don't realize how hard he works. They think just their charter is 8 hours or a full day.
Yeah.
They have no freaking clue what goes into running a really awesome charter business. Now, you can be cheap and not switch out your line and your hooks and not get good bait, but Ryan doesn't do that. So he works really, really hard. So I'm jumping on to help out the situation and just get this going for you guys, get you a podcast for the week. And we have some updates, and there we go.
Yes, we have some updates. I have a new course that I've been working on.
Woo!
Yes, in what zero free time I have.
And you announced it last week.
I did. I announced it last week. I announced it in my Facebook Live. Now, I'm doing my best to host a Facebook Live on Sunday nights, no matter how exhausted I am. I'm trying to put together information for my group. That because I really appreciate those people in that follow me in that group. So I'm doing my best to put together some really good information for them to help them get better.
And the Facebook group is Good Karma Sport Fishing Podcast, and the Facebook Lives are, like Ryan said, Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you can't catch it live, definitely at least watch the replay, and it really lights Ryan up when he sees that people watch the replay by putting replay in the comments and leaving a comment. So it really helps with, just keeping his spirits up as this business is kind of busy and challenging, and he just really likes to hear from everyone and knows that you're watching the video and just hit it on the replay at least.
Right. So I've been doing a little fishing this week. It's like I got back to work on Monday after being off. I was on the injury reserve list for a while, but I got back to work on Monday, and it was rough out there. It was a mess on Monday, Tuesday, and then the weatherman was all off the other day, and in the morning there's lots of swell, south swell. So it's been a challenging week. So with that being said, I want to talk a little bit about seasickness.
Ooh, seasickness.
I've been planning on talking about seasickness for some time. And if anybody knows anything about seasickness, it's me. Because of the Seakeeper.
Yeah.
I've had the Seakeeper for how long now?
3 years this summer. It was 3 years in July that it was fully installed.
And I know every type of seasickness. So I'm going to go over them with you. First, hangovers.
Whoa.
I'm going to stay out all night and party because I'm a professional. I'm going to get up and go fishing and everything's going to be fine because he's got a Seakeeper. Wrong.
Biz.
Wrong.
Biz.
You show up drunk and hungover. The fishing guys don't like that. You got to be a salty dog, man. You got to be a highly trained professional, be able to stay up all night, party, and get on the boat and fish the next day. And I don't know too many of those guys, but I know a few of them. And they can get on that boat the next day, and they can catch fish, and they will not get sick. But if you don't do it often, you get on that boat after partying. I know guys have got on my boat, I've been out all night. I was like, this ain't going to last. It never does. Starts puking. Oh, but you got a Seakeeper. Oh, no, you guys are fooled. That Seakeeper does not stop hangovers and vomiting. So, listen, here's the types of seasickness. I know every one of them. Number one is the car sick. When you go up and down, that's car sickness. And when you get into a boat and you go up and down, then you add a little bit of heat to it, just a little bit of heat, and maybe you decided to eat breakfast and not take Dramamine the night before, or you decided to read the directions and not listen to Captain Ryan's recommendations.
Ooh.
on taking the Dramamine the night before because I don't know anything.
Oh, you're so clueless, Captain Ryan. Why would I ever listen to you?
Oh my God, I don't know. But let me tell you guys something. I take Dramamine every damn trip.
He does.
Every trip. It makes me feel like shit.
But you get over it.
But I get over it.
With a cup of coffee.
With a cup of coffee and some caffeine. And you know why I take that is because your body, it does not matter how salty you are, it will react differently in the ocean. It will, you may get a little bit of south breeze, that wind may be twisted wrong. You may have something might be off with your chemistry, your equilibrium that day. And if you're not prepared, you're going to go down hard. Some of the best captains still take Dramamine. It ain't I was on the boat with Jerome and his dad says, "Well, you're not supposed to tell us that." I go, "Why not? I don't give a shit."
It's just like taking a vitamin, people.
So
why don't you want to be preventative? I do not understand.
Be preventative. Take the Dramamine. There are guys that do not get seasick. Granted. I know I have guys that have been fishing with me for years. They don't take anything. They're granted with that gift.
My friend Elizabeth, granted with the gift. She does not get seasick.
Does not get motion sick.
One of those people.
Okay? Lucky. So it's just bizarre. It's bizarre. But there are people that have that genetic gene. I think that's badass. I wish it was me. But here's the thing. You don't want it to creep up on you. So up and down motion, it will get you. You have to know that you got to take the preventative, okay? You got to take it the night before. The next one is side to side.
Ooh.
Rolling side to side. Okay? So side to side in a confused sea is not fun, okay? The Seakeeper helps a little bit with that. It helps a little bit. It will stabilize you, but what happens is that if the ocean's rolling all around you and you're new to the ocean and you start looking at those waves, they call it reverse seasickness, okay? Many mates that have been on the boat with a Seakeeper get what they call reverse seasickness. That comes with looking at the waves, and what happens is in your mind, it psychs you out. And you get if you're not out on that ocean and you've never seen it do twists and turns and you've only been watching those nice days on YouTube,
nice days.
That those guys are out there fishing because they can get great content and it's beautiful and they want to give you a great sunset and an awesome ride home with that drone picture. Whoa. That's a bunch of bullshit.
That is not real life in the charter fishing world. That is for YouTube only.
That is for YouTube only. So you might get lucky and get what we call a Chamber of Commerce Day. The Chamber of Commerce Day! Yay! Those are the days we go out there and get those beautiful pictures and make those beautiful videos to get you to come to the Keys.
Yes! But don't you know that sometimes those flat days are worse for fishing?
And they're worse. They're shitty sometimes.
Oh, how many times have we been fishing when it's flat, calm, and we didn't catch shit?
But Captain Ryan, it's flat out today. Why am I sick? A lot of people get sick when it's really flat. When you bottom fish, you stop that boat. 90% of the people that fish with me, they want to go bottom fishing. But when I stop that boat, when that boat stops moving, that's another type of seasickness. They do
4 now.
They do awesome when that boat's moving. But when I stop, it kicks their ass. And I ask them, "Did you take your Dramamine last night like I asked?" No, I didn't. I figured it was going to be flat today, but I didn't take it. Okay. Always take it. Take some sort of preventative. Now, that was another type of seasickness. So you have hangover.
1.
You have up and down roller coaster.
2.
You have side to side.
3.
And then the fourth is mental. Mental. It messes with you. Eating. If you get up in the morning, you eat a greasy ass breakfast. All the power to you, man. Those guys you guys watching Deadliest Catch, seeing those guys eat that greasy ass breakfast in that cabin? Yeah, right. Don't do it. So taking your kids to McDonald's in the morning and feeding them a greasy burger or something, I used to have a client that used to take his kid and feed him McDonald's before I put him on the boat. And I'm not going to get into it, but he always made that kid sick, and which was absolutely disgusting to me. But anyways, so guys, all I'm saying now, I got to be on. It's just I wanted to lay it on the line because there are so many different types of seasickness that's what it is. Now I am hearing some things about the relief band. There's some science behind the relief band. It's used in chemotherapy and it's used in different hospitals and for other things. I'm hearing some good luck with that. So you may want to check that out. It's a little pricey, but then you got to buy the rechargeable batteries and all that good stuff.
But it's really not. When you think of the cost of a charter.
Yeah, if you think of the cost of the charter, you're right.
And you want to have a great trip. This is what I don't understand as the captain's wife. You pay all this money to go on a charter. Okay, let's be real. Take the frickin' Dramamine that costs a couple bucks and is available everywhere. CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, Target, Publix, Winn-Dixie, you name it. Dramamine and even the generic works just the same. Or get a relief band. Why would you risk with your ego getting sick? Why do you do that to yourself? I suffer from extreme seasickness, extreme car sickness. I can't even go to the mountains in North Carolina. I get so sick. There is no way in hell that I get on a boat without taking Dramamine. I just don't. Call me smart, but seriously, take Dramamine. And a relief band, we've heard, is about $150 on average. Factor that into the cost of the charter. Do you really want to piss away $1,200 puking to be cheap and not get yourself a relief band for $150? Get it. Try it. We've heard it works. It is your responsibility to take care of your health. And a Seakeeper is fantastic. We are super happy with the Seakeeper, but it is not guaranteed to cure seasickness. It is not. And it is a machine. So it is your responsibility to be prepared, to listen to Captain Ryan and take Dramamine, do the patch. Some people swear by the patch. Great, do the patch. But if you have any risk of seasickness, any risk at all, if you know that you have a risk of getting seasick, do something. Don't be a fool. Do something. Take care of it. I always get seasick. Ryan, very slim chance, but you know what? He still takes the Dramamine. He still takes it. And I don't want this podcast to be super long, but you can more than happy. I think I've talked about it before. Our trip to Cancun way back in 2009. I seriously wanted to die and jump overboard. If it weren't for the fact my husband is a big, strong guy and was holding my arms back, I would have committed suicide and jumped over the side of the boat because the seasickness was so bad for me, but he saved me. So this is nothing to joke about. You need to listen and take precautions and not come on a boat, anyone's boat, without having precautions. This is on you. And I am being very fierce because I keep hearing these stories, and I know my husband is telling people to take their Dramamine at night, and then he comes home and he tells me someone was puking, and I'm like, did they take their Dramamine? No, they didn't want to take it. No, they want to take it. Why? Why? Seriously, I want to say something, but it's going to be so ugly. It's going to be jarring. Think about it. Take the Dramamine, get a relief band, do the patch. Take care of yourself. This is your health and safety. Just like taking vitamins. Take vitamin D, vitamin C. Take care of yourself, people.
The thing is that too, guys, is that when you don't take all those precautions and you start getting violently seasick, the trip is like, it's kind of over with.
The energy changes for Captain Ryan.
The energy's off because I become super concerned about you. Super concerned. Where most captains won't give a shit. And because they have a mate they can talk to, and that's what they do because they have a mate because it's a buffer.
And they go in a tower.
So they don't have to talk to you. Then they come down and talk to you when they feel like it. That's how it works. They do not give a shit. That's why they have a mate. They have somebody to take care of it. So I don't give a shit. That's what it's done. Send the tower, they send the mate down, they buffer it all, and then they get down and then they do a little song and dance for you for a little bit. Then they go back up in the tower and they talk to their buddies. So that's how it works. So when somebody gets sick on my boat and somebody's barfing and puking, I can't like concentrate and I'm so worried. And then that's when I like, if I'm trolling, I'm off because all I care about is the individual. Now, should I care that much? Probably not, but I do. And I can't concentrate because all I'm worried about now is that we're into the charter, you're super sick, and I have to charge you my full rate. So if we catch fish or not. So I just can't turn the boat around and come home. So we're getting in the winter season. It's the roughest time of year. And I have to tell people is that you just got to take the precaution. Now, the worst guys are the ones that say, I've been fishing the Keys all my life.
Oh my God.
And you know what? Those are the worst fucking fishermen that I've ever had on my boat.
Seriously.
They're the first ones to puke and, they're always acting like they can't reel in a fish. They don't know anything. Backlashing. They've had a house down here for 30 fucking years. The worst. The worst. Oh, I got a big 40-footer. Worse. So I don't fall for any lines of bullshit. And I always tell people, my best just to tell it like it is. You need to take the precaution. Okay? And I can't babysit you. I give you what I need on my website. Do the research. I try to help you out the best I can. I've invested in a Seakeeper to help people.
And the Seakeeper helps you.
It helps me.
Because you're by yourself.
Because I'm by myself.
So getting the Seakeeper people was not about curing seasickness. That was not the intention fully. Ryan's by himself on the charter. It helps him be able to rig, set lines, and move quicker on the boat. So he has more lines in the water and can catch you all more fish.
Yep, more efficiency.
It's more efficiency.
So efficiency. And I don't give a shit. I don't need a mate because they just get in the way and they stumble everywhere and they don't show up for work.
Been there, done that.
So you don't hear all the glorious things when you see that on Instagram with the mates working the cockpits, but you don't know all the drama behind it either. So it's just a real life, and I'm just telling you like it is. So
if that doesn't work for you, don't book a charter.
Yep, don't book a charter
Don't
with
book
me.
a charter. Don't book a charter with anyone.
Don't.
Spare the captain,
Yep.
please.
They invented the backcountry. A lot of the backcountry captains had been out in the front. A lot of them went to the back because they get seasick. They don't tell you that, but I know for a fact that's why, because I know a bunch of them that did it. And I know a bunch of them that get seasick. So they went to the backcountry, became awesome backcountry fishermen. It's a great time back there. You can fish the backcountry. You can catch birds, watch lots of birds, take a nice boat ride on some flat water, cast a popping cork.
Find a crocodile.
Take a picture. Look at all the muddy water.
Been there, done that.
Hour and a half ride. We're out to the Gulf, catching mackerel.
But your chances of getting seasick are less.
I
would still always take precaution. Why not? I don't get it. Your ego's that big? Really? Really, people? Take precaution. Take care of yourself.
Yep.
Why aren't we taking care of ourselves? Why? Think about that. Do the work.
Yep, it may be a little tough for people to hear, but hey, man,
it needs to be said.
It's been
way too long.
That was funny. I was reading, they tried to cancel Dave Chappelle's show.
Oh yeah, so we're over.
Can't cancel somebody who doesn't give a shit.
Exactly.
So
judgment. Don't care anymore.
Don't give a shit.
We don't care.
I'm here to. I got it. I want my clients to. I give my clients the absolute best. And that's it. And I know that I do. And there's going to be days when I can't. I get so frustrated because of the weather, and I can't get the client where I need to get the client, and it's like that. So I want to take care of the people that take care of me. So and that goes with my group, my courses. And I know who buys the courses because I see that, and I really appreciate that. So, and the people that are in the pod, I got to be careful with the groups because I have to make sure that the people coming into the groups are not those people that get into the BD Outdoor forums or Florida Sportsman forums or that My Maniacs forum and trash people. And I want the forum to be a nice, safe place for people to come in, share great information without somebody coming in there and bashing on them. So, and
yeah, that's why you're selective. It's
that's
not
why I'm
about
selective.
having 100+ guys in a group like other forums
Yeah.
and other groups that we know about, which is fine. That's for them. And most of them are not captains. So that is totally cool.
Yep.
There's a place for you.
Yep. There's a place. And
there's a place for you. There's just like everything.
Yeah.
That's why competition doesn't really exist. Everyone has a place. There's a place.
And then when I had Jerome on the chart, his nephew said to me, or said to Jerome, one of my awesome clients in my rigging group, he goes, Captain Ryan really doesn't like YouTube or really doesn't like TV much, does he? I go, listen. And I just started laughing. I go, I have a couple select YouTube channels that I watch. One of them's Brooke and Victor.
Of course.
And the other ones, I am like, other ones down here, no, I don't watch any of that shit.
No, because
Yeah,
no. We've heard way too many things.
We've heard way too many things, and
it comes back to us.
Everything comes back to me about some of the local YouTubers, and everything comes back to me. So I find out about everything.
Yep.
So I found out a few things, and I'm like, So I don't watch anything. As far as the sport fishing TV shows go, I don't watch any of that shit anymore because it's too
contrived.
Yeah, it's too contrived. I get sick of watching people go into the Pulley Ridge and showing people how to like slow pitch jig and how easy it is. I go, they're going to the damn Gulf out in the middle of nowhere. The fish are not touched. I go, and what's happening is I'm seeing all these guys going out buying all this gear, and then they're coming around a year later and they're selling it because they can't use it. They don't, so yeah. So those shows are just like, it's all a bunch of bullshit. So
yeah,
there's some great channels you can watch about slow pitch jigging. I know that Victor just released one. They did some slow pitch jigging up in Stewart with a good captain up there. So you just got to be very, very, you got to weave through the bullshit. Somebody made a comment about the shark ban the other day. Listen, I don't know, but anything out there, there's a lot of stuff out there, but give it a try. I have no idea if it works. So I'm not going to stand by a product, and somebody asked, another client asked me you should be a product reviewer. No, he goes, you know what, the manufacturer's not going to like me very much because it's going to end up in the forest if it doesn't work, and I'm going to show it. I'm not going to be all nicey about it. So I'm just going to tell you like it is because I want to try to save you guys in the long run.
Yeah, and just one more note before we wrap this up, because this has gotten a long podcast. We got to get ready for the Facebook Live. Is if anyone's going to the website to sign up for the newsletter.
Oh my God, yeah.
Well, that's been fun. And if you're listening, hello. We're not clueless, people.
Yes, I was one of my followers decided he was butthurt because either I took him out of my Facebook group or I blocked him on Instagram for being a lurker and a copycat.
Well, you don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're in the Keys Weekly.
Oh, now I'm in Keys Weekly.
With the Keys Weekly.
Yeah, I started with Keys Weekly, so I'm writing for them.
Yeah.
And so somebody's been trying to hack me and try to crash my newsletter with an automated bot system.
And here's the thing. Get some help.
Yep.
We feel bad for you. We're sending you love and compassion if you're out there listening. Often people that are triggered still follow the person that triggers them. So if you are listening, please get some help. Please get some help. And we're sending you love and compassion. And that's all I'm going to say about this.
Yep, that's it. All right, guys, so that's it. I got to get ready for my Facebook Live. Take your Dramamine.
Take your Dramamine.
Put
your ego aside.
Yeah.
No one's going to judge you because you took Dramamine. It's okay.
One of my favorite wrestlers is Diamond Dallas Page, and he does a lot with healing people right now with yoga. His phrase is ego kills talent.
Oh, so good.
Ego kills talent.
So good.
That's all I got for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in, And remember, anytime you're fishing, it's all good.